Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Scientech Hub. So today in this video, I'll be talking about how you can implement one template in Next.Js application. In my previous video, if you check out my previous video, there I have already talked about how you can implement template on Node.js, and that is pretty simple, not that much tough. Within 5 minutes, you can check that video. But in this video, I'll be discussing about how you can implement a template inside Next.js application. So for Next.js, it's a little bit complicated. So as a basic understanding of Next.js is like Next.js is a kind of application which holds both Node.js and React.js. So where in Node.js we can only develop the backend thing, backend development only can happen, and React.js we can only do the front-end development thing. But Next.js can hold both backend and frontend, and it's a really a miracle application or miracle platform of JavaScript, which really helps you to develop a very good application related project, right? Very good effective apps, right? So in this video I'm not going deep into the Next.js basic, rather than I am going to show you how you can implement a basic template in Next.js. Maybe in after videos or maybe in next videos I can discuss about that, but in this video only focusing on the template rendering. So let's see. So from very beginning I want to mention one thing, like it will be recommended if you do coding with me and try to understand step by step, as this is not a short video, it will be a little bit long video, so you have to hold on to your patient and also hold on to my video. Maybe this becomes a little bit slow, you can speed up or speed down the video as per your convenience, and you can check the video, and also you have to code with me so that you can understand every step. And it's a complete raw video, so I have not done anything previously, and all the error whatever I am going to encounter in this while implementing this template, I'll be resolving one after another in this video only. You can check from there and you can go with me, so that will be very much understandable for you. And for the coding thing and the template thing, whatever template currently I'm using, I'll put the template in my GitHub repo, and also all the code and whatever comments I'll be using, that I will also put inside the GitHub repo, so that you can check from there and also do the same thing for you. Okay, so at first this is my basic template, so let's see what is this template all about. At first I will run this template. Okay, so this is a, let's go to the Google Chrome at first. Okay, it is already opened here. So in the Google Chrome, we can see this is a education or online course selling platform. So if anybody is interested on selling online courses on any expertise on any subject, that person can use this template. So it's a complete a professional template. It's not like a project template or college project template or student template. It's a completely official template, and you can use this template for your personal use only, for personal use as well, like for if you are going to sell some courses, then also you can use. So the front end, I mean, how you can implement this, I will show you. So this is the basic template, and apart from that, this is the home page. We also have about page. This is the about page. Then you have courses page. This is the page where you can see course details. Then everything is in here, course details and everything is in here, all the courses and everything. Let's see the testimonials is also in here, and then the contact page. Yeah, so probably not a complete template I will be able to implement in this video. It's a little bit big template, but the home page, the way I'll be implementing the home page, you can check the same thing for other pages as well, right? So check the home page, and in this video I'll be implementing the home page, and from there you can implement the whole template. I think that will be easier for you. I mean, all the complex error whatever we will be encountering while implementing this template, I will try to solve in here, so that when you are implementing for other pages, it will not get too much complicated for you. So let's see. So this is the basic template. Now I'll be starting with my Next.js application. So here I can do one. So now here I'll be installing one Next.js application. So few comments I have already written. So based on that, I'll be putting one after another. So at first I'll be doing this. So this is a basic comment for installing one simple Next.js application. And this latest is showing for the latest version of Next.js. Apart from that, I have to put the app name. So for me, I'm putting the app name as online courses. Now it will give you some pop-up. So in this video, I am completely using the JavaScript, not TypeScript. So it's a no. And then I'm not using ESLint, also not using the Tailwind CSS, because in this video I'll be using the Bootstrap and HTML CSS. And then I'm not using the source directory. Source directory is basically for TypeScript. If we use a TypeScript language, TypeScript structure of coding, then we can use the source directory. Otherwise, it will automatically provide you one app directory in Next.Js. App router I'll be using. Turbo pack I'm not going to use. And then this thing we can do, and for importing. Yeah. And now it started installed. It will started installing the complete application. It will take few time. Let's wait for that. So now my application is completely installed and successfully installed. Now I'll be going inside the course. I mean inside the project. So that is online courses, right? Now let's see inside this project what I'm having. Okay. So this is the complete Nest.js application. I will try to run this npm run dev. So it is starting. Now let's see. So it is starting in the port. It is mentioning the port, this port 3000 port, localhost 3000. So let's run localhost 3000. Yeah. So my Next.js application is now in a running mode in 3000 port, right? It is a by default template. So in Next.js, few things I want to mention. So in Next.js, for rendering any page, the thing we have to do inside the app folder, I have to only put the name as page.js. The moment any page name will be like page.js, it is automatically getting rendered. So inside the app name, there is only one file, that is page.js, and that is now getting rendered in my, because this is the only single page rendered as localhost 3000. Now if I want to render some other page, maybe I have some page which is known as about us. So for that I have to create one folder about, right? And inside that I have to put one page like page.js, right? Now I have to do one thing. Okay, so now let's see. So this page also you can render very easily in Next.js. So it is automatically given as a by default template rendering thing. Like now, the moment I'll put the folder name about, you will able to see the page thing. So the thing I have written over here, right? For you, I'm doing like about page. If I do, you will see it is showing like about page, right? So this way, you just have to create any folder, and inside that you have to mention that particular page name as page.js, and it will get automatically rendered. Based on that, we can create multiple folder. Inside that we can use the page.js. This thing will be more easier when you work on the backend part, I mean the server side part inside the Next.js. Then we will automatically able to understand how this rendering thing happened. But this is actually very easy to render any page in Next.js, right? So these things currently I don't need. I'm deleting this page. Okay. Now it is rendering page.js file, right? Now I have that online course template, right? This one. Here you can see the index.html page, that is like my home page also. This is not only, this is a home page also. So as I have told, like home page installation I will do. So now what I have to do at first, you see these things. These are all like HTML. So to transfer this HTML file, I have to transfer this complete HTML file into JavaScript, right? Into JS. So for that, I found one website which is known as HTML to JSX, and I'll be putting this complete part till head to footer. To footer, I'll be putting this part inside here, and it will automatically generate one JS file for us. Now I'll be copying this, and what I will do inside the page in my Next.js project, inside the page.js file, here I'll be deleting this complete div. Instead of that, I'll be putting this one, right? You see, there is no error. This is very easy also. No error as well, right? So complete page, I have rendered complete home page. Home page code I have written over here. Now, here are few things like if you see in the in this online template, you see there are some these things like some links and some script file. So let's add this. Let's see this script file is working, will is going to work on my Next.Js template or not. Otherwise, we have to take some other step. So the thing we can do below this div, we can add those things, and also you have to remove this. Apart from that, there is one link, a href link, that we also have to take, and that we also need to paste. As of now, it is not giving any error. So now let's see, we have to run this to check whether it is giving any error or not. So before that, we have to do one thing. Like there are so many static files, like static images, right? Basically static images, as you see here, and also some static CSS files, some library, some SCSS, some CSS, some JS files. These things we also need. So for that, what you have to do, you have to copy this all file and have to put this file inside the public folder of Next.js. So for that, what I have to do, I have to go here, and this is my the template folder. Inside that, the static file I have to copy, and then inside the desktop, online courses, this is my project. Inside the public folder, I have to paste my static folders, right? Now it is automatically accessible. You don't have to remove any code, or we don't have to add anything, right? Now it is automatically accessible. Now one thing is left. We have to run this Next.js code. Okay. Now let's run this. So Next.js automatically compile those files, but still I have started the application from the beginning so that all the JS file and everything get compiled easily, and we are not going to encounter any kind of error. Okay. So as you see, we are successfully able to implement the complete template. Right now, we have to check what are the things are missing. Right, this is my online application. You see the HTML file. So here we can see, you can see like learn from whom, these things are there, the keywords, this is coming, and then in the page, the JavaScript files is not working. Right, so if you check, if I click on the page file in the HTML, it is automatically showing the course details, our features and testimonials. But if you check in here, it is not showing. So that means the JavaScript things are not, the jQuery JavaScript things are not working. Right, and apart from that, if I render this page one more time, these things are also not working. Like if you check in here, you see these things, automatically the count is uploading or updating, but this thing is also not happening. Apart from that, if you see, there is a huge carousel, this carousel. So this carousel is under like check out our courses. So I have to go through that part in below this. So check out new release of our courses. You see the carousel part also not getting rendered. Okay, so this is the main thing, right? These things we have to check thoroughly. Like this bootstrap and HTML CSS template is getting generated automatically, but what about the carousel and the JS file? Why it is not working? We have to check that. As you see, it is also showing 3 errors, right? So few things it is not able to render, right? Select file, these things are not getting rendered. So for that, what I have to do now, like for Next.js, we have one npm, which is known as, this is like owl carousel. So in React also we have owl carousel. So for that, we have separate npm. So let's see, through this npm, we are able to implement those carousel in our Next.js application or not. So for that, I copied this npm I React owl carousel, and I'll be putting it in, let's in here. Okay. This thing is done now, right? Now, carousel rendering is done. So I will go one after another. So at first, we have to see which part this our courses part carousel is not working. Actually, no carousel is working in my Next.js. Like meet our instructor. If I check like meet our instructor, there is also one carousel that is also not working. And apart from that, we have one more carousel, I guess. Yeah. So what say our student? I mean, the student reviews and everything. There is also one more carousel that is also not rendering. So I will go one after another. At first, I will see like check new releases, like our courses part. So let's go to this part at first. So if you see in here, this is the part, and you see like this is my carousel which is not working in Next.js, which is obvious. So for that, what I have to do, I'm minimizing this part, I'm copying this complete piece of code, right? And check this out. very carefully what I'm doing. So at first the part was there, I'm copying this code by Control C and Control S. After that, what I'm doing, inside the app folder, I'm creating one folder which is known as components. Okay, inside that I'll be using making one file known as courses.js, right? Inside that, done. And then, okay, so the part I have separate from the page.js file, and I copied those complete part and make a separate component like courses component. Now I'm going to render this component inside my page component, right? So for that, what I have to do, courses, okay. This way my course code will be there. And at the same time, now I have moved this part into some other component, right? So easily we can do the changes. We don't have to hamper this complete template, right? So courses part, now also you have to import this as this is automatically getting import. One second, let's go to the top. Let's see. Yeah, so courses are automatically imported over here. Right now, we have to do the changes in courses. As I have told you, I have to implement the React owl carousel. So for that, as you see, this part is there. I have to import this next dynamic part, and also these two part with this part. I'll be going line by line. So what these things are doing. So dynamic means that there is some image, right? So if those images are not dynamic, we will not be able to implement those images. It will give us some SSR error because those they are taking that image as static image and not able to implement those images inside the carousel. As like Bootstrap carousel is not going to work in our React.Js template. So for React.Js template, we have installed the React carousel, and apart from that, we also have to take the dynamic part of the next dynamic as I have already implemented. And the moment you have installed that React owl carousel, these two CSS like owl carousel CSS and owl theme default CSS, those two files we also have to import, right, to access the React owl carousel. And apart from that, this dynamic part, we have to false this SSR, like it is already written like this is disable SSR for this component, so that all the image we will be able to render. This is basically for image rendering, this error basically gives, right? So the moment I'll be inside the dynamic, I'll be importing this React owl carousel, and you will be able to see like our image is getting rendered now. So now these things we have to import. After that, what we have to do? So the thing we have to do, that is this div we don't need now, right? And also, if that is not needed, then this is also not needed. Instead of that, we need the owl carousel div. So then how that will be look like? This is that thing, right? So this thing, right? And we don't need this style part, padding thing and all. We don't need this, but we need one more thing, that is we have to close this owl carousel component below. Camera it is throwing. Okay, maybe I did something wrong, like yeah, owl carousel is now over. I put that wrong side. Okay, so now this way we can implement the owl carousel. Now this options thing, right? So what about this options thing? So option is nothing but this is an object which is actually to make our carousel work. So there are few options we can set with our owl carousel. For this, we are doing rewind. True rewind means it will show you the same carousel, multiple carousel, and it will not stop. Just slide the template one after another, slide the images one after another. And autoplay means even if we are not clicking on that arrow button to move the carousel, it will automatically move. The moment you will come to that part of that particular template, if you come to that part, right, that image part, that carousel part, it will automatically gets moved, right? So this is the main part of options. And options, there are so many other key which you can use inside the option, but these two are the basic, right? So this thing I have added over here. Now, okay, so now let's see it is giving error or not. Let's see. Yeah, so now it is giving few more errors, right? So now you see like component, please move it to client component. Okay, so these are like Next.Js also have, like if you want to mention something inside the Next.Js, you also have to use it as a client component. Like this is a client component, right? It's a client template. This is not server side code, so we have to use like use client, right? And also we have to use the same thing over here as well. If it is giving error, then you have to add like use client. right? Now you see this error is now gone, right? Now let's see. Yeah, now you see that like our carousel also is getting rendered, right? You check once automatically. If even if you're not clicking on this button, this arrow button, left arrow and right arrow, still it is showing. So this is the beauty of owl carousel, React owl carousel, right? Same thing is getting rendered. He is also not giving you any kind of error, right? Also, one more thing, you can see this is like some webpack related error. So that thing we also can do some fixing for that as well. So that is also needed actually. Like if you do, if you check this part, so this part is also needed. This is kind of configuration part of Next.js. So the moment you have implemented the Next.js template, you install the Next.js template, it will automatically generate one next config mjs file, right? So below that you have to do one thing. You have to add this thing. This is actually customized like to jQuery, and like for me I need some jQuery plugins, right? As I am using jQuery plugins in my template, right? So for that I have to config and then dot plugins. So for you, if you are using tailwind css, right, there is one more like tailwind css that is also more easier than like bootstrap css kind of and all. So for that also you have separate config that you have to set, right? This is for experimental purpose. I have added this. Actually, this piece of code I have and I have added this is because, like, as you see, there is a mongoose. So this is basically a server component. Like when if you want to use a server side database, MongoDB database, then and if you're using the mongoose for query related issues or for writing the queries, if you're using the mongoose, then for that you also have to set this server component external packages as mongoose. So mongoose is the external package, and also you have to mention the packages. So whatever external packages you are going to use, you have to use this thing, this plugin thing. Like for me, I'm using the jQuery plugin, so I have added this. For you, maybe it is something else. For this template, this is enough, right? And also we have to import the webpack, otherwise it will give error. Sorry. Webpack from webpack, right? So now let's see. I think we have to install the webpack. Done. Now we can do one thing. npm run dev. Let's see it is giving any error or not. As of now, it is not giving any error. Only there is some warning for server component. Let's see whether we can remove that or not. Okay, we can do this. Like we don't have any app directories, so as of now we can remove this part. We don't need it. Done. Now let's see what about our template. Is it giving any error or not? So now we are not facing any issue, but still, like you can see, like here is something known as class name select. So there is a select property. So this thing you can also fix. Select means this part, right? The as I'm telling you, like this part. So the way we are using the bootstrap and CSS related select, that select will not work. So you have to go specific to some React.js select or some Next.js related select, Next.js related CSS to check, because for select we use the use state or use effect in React.js. So the moment you will fix those things, this issue will also get resolved, right? Now, as of now, I'm able to render this complete page. Like there is one more like meet our instructor. Okay, so for meet our instructor, the same thing we can do. Let's do it so that you have better understanding on this. Let's go to the page.js file, and there meet our instructor, right? There is also one carousel, right? So I'm also going to remove this as I have done it previously. So I'm going to copy this part, right? And inside the component, I'll be using one new file which is known as instructor.js, right? Same thing I'll be doing RFC. The moment you will do, it will generate one automatic template, React template for you. And inside that, I'll be pasting that same piece of code, right? And inside here, what I can do instructor, automatically giving the pop-up of importing. So it is automatically getting imported now. Imported now. Now inside the instructor file, we have to do some same changes what we have done in courses. Same thing I'll be doing. Same, you have to use the client, as this is the client component, you have to use the same thing. I will be installing importing this part. And after that, we'll set the autoplay, I mean these options object. And instead of this, right? Instead of this, what I can do? I have one, yeah, this one. I will carousel this part, right? And let's see one thing. In one run, how many instructor we can show? So 3 instructor we can show. So for that, automatically giving pop-up of ending all carousel component. So instead of 5, we can set it as 3, because as 3 it is showing. So now let's see whether it is getting done or not. It is showing, as you see, this is showing. This is showing properly. So the carousel issue in your Next.Js template is now resolved. And one more thing is like that is testimonials. In here also you have to write render the student specific data, student specific render carousel rendering. That thing the same way you can do, right? So this is all about for home page, right? Also you have to fix this select thing. You can also try it at home how you can fix this. I mean this video is getting longer now. This is that much easy. It's not that much tough. Like you have to set some use state and use some React component to fix this, and then these 4 errors will automatically go. But apart from that, I think we are able to implement this complete template, this home template, at least index template in our Next.Js application. So there are so many other pages like about courses. This thing you have to fix. So I will try to put. I will completely put this code in my GitHub repo. So from there you can also check. Probably I will not be having time to complete this whole thing, but you can take the reference of this page and you can complete for other pages as well. So this will be very much helpful for your college project, maybe for if you want to switch your job or if you want to go for some interview, you can directly use this, or also for your personal use or for professional use, you can use this template. I think I hope like you have learned a lot of things from this video. So in this video till this only, I will see you soon. Thank you guys.